Welcome back to Paws and Pawsitivity, brought to you by Pawfect Training Academy. I'm your host, Jamie Watkinson-Harvey. Today, we are diving into a topic that can leave even the most patient pet parent at their wit's end: puppy toileting issues. So grab a cup of tea or coffee, maybe leash up your pup for a stroll while you listen, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. Now, to set the stage, let me summarize a post that I came across on social media recently. A dog owner shared their struggles with toilet training a 4.5-month-old puppy that they've had for 6 weeks. Despite regular trips outside, sometimes every 1.5 hours, the puppy frequently had accidents indoors, even shortly after being let out. It was incredibly frustrating for them, especially since the puppy manages to hold it overnight. They've tried treats for good behaviour, but also sadly some aversive methods, such as yelling at the pup when she goes indoors, rubbing her nose in it, and even using the crate as punishment. But nothing for them seemed to work. First of all, let's take a moment to acknowledge how common this scenario is. Toilet training is one of those things that can test the patience of even the most seasoned dog owners. But here's the thing: it's not about the dog being stubborn or disobedient. It's about understanding how they learn and, crucially, avoiding methods that could cause confusion or fear. It's important to address the discipline strategies mentioned in that post, like rubbing the dog's nose in the mess or yelling. These approaches might seem intuitive, but they can do more harm than good. Dogs don't associate your anger with their toileting. Instead, they associate it with you. This creates fear and anxiety, which can actually make the problem worse. A fearful dog might hide when they need to go, making accidents even harder to predict and prevent. Also, using the crate as punishment can backfire. Crates are meant to be a safe, comforting space, a den where your pup feels secure. If it's linked to punishment, they may become stressed, leading to behaviours like toileting in the crate and rolling in it, as mentioned in the post. This behaviour often signals a high level of anxiety. Toilet training is about helping your dog build a positive association with going outside and understanding what is expected of them. Dogs are creatures of habit, and they thrive on consistency. But what does that all look like in practice? First, timing is everything. Puppies, especially younger ones, have small bladders and limited control. Taking them out every 1.5 hours during the day is a great starting point. But the key is also to take them out after key events, such as waking up, eating, drinking, playing, and napping. When your pup does go outside, celebrate like they've just won Best in Show. Use a cheerful voice. Give them treats and let them know they've done something brilliant. Positive reinforcement works because dogs are motivated to repeat behaviours that lead to good things. It's simple, effective, and most importantly, kind. Now, what about those pesky accidents indoors? It is easy to get frustrated when it feels like your dog knows better. But let's unpack that. If your pup is toileting shortly after being outside, it could mean that they are distracted during their outdoor time or they haven't fully emptied their bladder. Try staying outside a little longer or walking around with them to encourage a second wee. Small, frequent accidents might also hint at a medical issue like a urinary tract infection or UTI. If this is the case, no amount of training will solve the problem until the underlying health issue is addressed. Always rule out medical causes if toileting troubles persist. One puzzling aspect of the post is that the puppy holds her bladder overnight without issue, but struggles during the day. This is actually pretty common. At night, dogs' bodies slow down, mean they don't feel the urge as often. During the day, there's more stimulation, activity, and excitement, all of which can contribute to more frequent toileting. To bridge this gap, keep the day calm and structured. Supervise your pup as much as possible to catch accidents before they happen. If you see them sniffing around or circling, gently interrupt them and guide them outside. Toilet training isn't just about stopping accidents. It's about building trust and a solid relationship with your dog. When we use positive methods, we teach our pups that we are safe, reliable, and worth listening to. Fear-based methods break this trust, often with lasting consequences. Just take a moment to imagine things from your puppy's perspective. They're in a new home, surrounded by new rules and expectations that they're trying to figure out. It's a big world for a little pup, and they need patience, guidance, and understanding to navigate it. If you're listening to this and thinking, this is all great, but I'm still struggling, you're not alone. Every dog is different, and some may need more time and help to get it right. That's where working with a positive reinforcement trainer can make a huge difference. They'll help you identify what's going wrong and create a plan tailored to your pup's needs. And that's all we've got time for in today's episode. Remember, it's not about fixing your dog. It's about understanding what they are going through and working with them to help manage their stress. With patience, positive reinforcement, and the right tools, you can make a world of difference for your pup. Thank you so much for joining me on Paws and Pawsitivity. If you found today's episode helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like to support the show, head over to www.pta.dog and visit the podcast page to make a donation. Your support helps us continue to bring you positive content every week. Until next time, woofity woof.
Like on share. Social media, GIP, like on share.
Question: how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? How shall they hear without a preacher? Let's play truth or dare.